On this episode of Split Screen, we are reviewing the assessment, where you ask yourself, would you let a grown woman come in and pretend to be a child to prove you deserve a child? This is Split Screen. Split Screen. Fix the camera. This happened twice.
Maybe.
Split Screen.
Split screen.
That's right.
That
I'm
was
Tony.
our cameraman. He didn't quite get there on time.
No, we're gonna fire him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's just ignore his incompetence
Yeah,
because we all make mistakes.
that's right. And they're not called Don. And I'm Tony. And I don't
The
make
Dawn.
mistakes.
I'm the Dawn.
The Don,
This is Tony.
specifically. The Don,
Specifically.
the Shogun.
Yeah, I can't believe the Shogun of
Mission.
Mission Bad.
But we're not here to
Shown
talk
up.
about good old movies like
Yeah,
this. We're here to talk
that's
about
right.
new sci-fi dystopian movies.
You mean Black Mirror?
This
Oh,
was
right,
kind of a
this-
Black Mirror
this is a-
episode,
Oh, it wasn't kinda. It was 100% Black
Yeah.
Mirror inspired.
but the assessment.
The assessment.
It's got Elizabeth
On
Olsen,
Hulu.
the Scarlet Witch,
We
trying
should start
again.
telling people where you find these movies so they can find it as
Hulu.
well. Yeah, this one's on Hulu.
hmm
It's a 2024 release
Yeah.
starring Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she wants children again. It's very consistent.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes just as crazy.
Multiverse of
when
Madness is mom.
Oh, God, I hate that movie.
Yeah, what was this about? This was about
know.
a dystopian future where two scientists have to get approved by the government to have a children, to have a
Because-
child.
Because they live in a utopia where everybody, lives either they're immortal or they live a long time. It's not really specified.
Yeah, it's based on this drug they take.
So, based on the resources, they're not allowed to have children unless they're approved.
It's approved.
And they want to have kids, so they get an assessor to
Yeah.
come in and stay with them for 7 days
Mhm.
in order to assess whether or not they should be allowed to have kids
That's
if
right.
they're good people.
Yes.
And you might be able to tell from my tone of voice. Yeah, no. I'm not a big fan of the Black Mirror series. This. You know what? This could have been good if it was like 30 minutes.
Mhm.
It was.
Yeah.
Should not have been movie length. It should
Yeah.
not have been 100 minutes. or
45
whatever it
minutes
was.
tops. Standard Black
it
Mirror
would've been-
episode.
The Outer Limits. This is what it should have been. Only Outer Limits was much better than Black Mirror. This is just what it should have been.
Yeah.
But nope.
But this is the assessment. So
Yeah.
let's talk about what the assessment does. That's
Well,
good or
let's-
bad.
Are 3 points?
Yeah, 3 points. Let's
Yeah.
get to
You
it.
want me to start? Or you? You want-
I'll start.
Okay.
I'll
go
start
ahead.
with this
Give
one.
it to me. What'd you like about it?
Ooh, not
Come
that
on.
much.
Give me one good thing you liked about it.
Ooh.
Let's be positive. Let's start off on a positive note.
I didn't really have that much. Honestly, I guess the actors were
What
cool.
about Elizabeth Olsen's nipples? She showed them a lot.
I
You
have
could
no
always see,
interest in-
for whatever reason, she kept walking around with a shirt that you could see
That's
through.
true, she did. Maybe that was his thing. Maybe that's what got him
Yes.
Randy.
Yes.
Maybe.
I don't know.
For the most part, I thought the acting was cool. I guess that's it. I thought the actors
It's
did fine.
monotone, yeah.
It was alright.
It was all
It was
right.
alright. Yeah.
It was all right.
It's hard for me to like something when the base premise I dislike so much, which leads to my point two. I didn't like the story. I hate when dystopian futures act as though the current way of the land is the most intelligent thing possible, and then there's all this really, really stupid stuff that they do afterwards.
So much.
It's so stupid. And by the way, the main characters are scientists who are supposed to be really smart.
Hmm.
And the successor girl, I mean, isn't even smart. She's kind of like,
Annoying.
it's kind of like she's a door-to-door
She's supposed to be
salesperson.
annoying, but
She doesn't know anything. Like that gets on my nerves. The type of if this scientist is trying to fix the resource problem by bringing vegetables and plants back, she should be either a lot more protected or more of her work should be in a big place or something. Like these two people are doing such important work technically for the society. One,
you have to keep them happy and sane in order for them to produce.
exactly. And instead they rob So I don't know. The base premise is so far removed from intelligent that it gives me a struggle believing everything else in it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of dystopian kind of sci-fi stuff that does that, which is why I will say some Black Mirror episodes kind of do it well, but they're also short. You get that no bite size, it hits you, you're good. This was just drawn out with this
Every
stupid,
single day countdown,
yeah,
day 1, day 2, and it
yeah,
felt like a full day passed every
yeah,
single time.
yeah. It
Oh,
really was a lot, and it got weirder and weirder and dumber, and it doesn't prove anything. And mm-mm, no, no, I was not a fan because things like this are for it to be so intelligent. There's too much cognitive dissonance in how everything works,
I
and
know,
I'm
right?
allergic to cognitive dissonance. So as soon as I sense it or feel it, I don't like it. So I didn't like this movie. I'll jump to the end of that. But for three, um, a good. I will say that for the circumstances of the world it developed, this was an okay plot. Like for what I was told and what
It,
I
it would
gathered.
it would have made a very good science fiction movie if they would have done that, but they chose not to do
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, but that's my three.
Okay, so my three. Let's start off. What didn't I like about it? What did I like about it? I like the look of it for the most part.
Hmm.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of locations. I mean, it was their house, the greenhouse, and the ocean. That was pretty
Hmm.
much the entire thing for
Yeah.
the 90 minutes of the movie or 100 minutes of the movie. But it was well designed, I
Hmm.
should say. The furniture, while not futuristic, felt modern enough
Hmm.
to be in a place where they have limited resources
Yeah.
supposedly, and it's yeah, it was serviceable. I mean,
Yeah.
the lighting was good. His office, because he's a scientist and he's evidently, the government had a calling of pets
Yes.
because they might spread disease. So his job was to create artificial AI pets
Hmm.
that you could feel, that had skin, and
Yeah.
he had an interesting office, which I could see because, with the evolution of AI,
Hmm.
eventually we're not going to need all these computer screens in
No, you're gonna
around
need like
here.
one specific section where that AI kind of lives in, which progressed because
Yeah,
by the time he was
it's
done,
going to be a
it went
space.
outside. Like that, his creation was
Yeah, that
outside
I
and
didn't understand how
growing.
it
And
could go outside
I don't know, but it
because,
did.
yeah, I mean, it didn't get it didn't
Projector
it
on
didn't
this.
get a
Yeah.
I know it made no sense. But that's the ending. So I like the look of it,
Yeah.
I should say.
Oh, to that point, the color like that in the poster, every house that they showed had this like mosaic style
Yeah.
white, red, yellow square thing. I don't know. For it to be futuristic, man, I feel like we should have better looking stuff. This was like an IKEA. They even built like an IKEA play place
The
in the assessment.
the world wasn't fully established. I mean,
No.
we were just told that there was a event that happened, either climate or some other disaster,
Hmm.
and people were starving. And
And the rich and good people protected themselves,
yeah,
going to the new world.
they had walled off themselves from the old world,
Yeah.
and they had developed a a a drug that allowed people to live. I think Minnie Driver in it is in it. She's 150 years old.
Yeah.
Um, but the world itself, this will be my second one, just wasn't fully realized. They would talk about the government,
Hmm.
and the government would do things. If you disagreed with them, they would throw you into the old world. If
Yeah.
you had to be approved to have kids.
Hmm.
But we only ever heard about it. We never saw anything from it.
Yeah.
There was no sense that there was a world outside of this little home.
Yeah. And the
Which takes
only,
me into my third one,
yeah.
which is, this is sci-fi made for women, because it's not about the science fiction is just a tool. the
Mm.
the main thing in this is the emotion.
Mm.
What's inside someone, it's all about emotion driven,
Hmm.
um, moments that happen, and random things like I'm going to say it. There's one scene where I guess Elizabeth Olsen decides to give her husband a blowjob,
Yeah.
And then the assessor is standing out the door because she says she has to watch everything to make sure everything's
Mhm.
okay. That's just thrown in there to make things uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's no real reason, and I know that's what the movie want because sci-fi that is written for emotion is just a lot of, I said before, navel gazing. It's not forward thinking. It doesn't look up to imagine. It only looks inside and sees what's already there and rehashes. That's kind of like my last girlfriend. Oh my God. She always wanted me. We broke up because she thought I was being disingenuous with her because I didn't cry and bring up my past on a regular basis for her.
Yeah, how dare you?
Navel gazing.
How dare you?
You always have to look into the emotions, the raw emotions on the inside. So there was no getting past that because you were always, bogged down with your baggage,
Mhm.
which is what this was. Ah. So
Mm.
yeah. No. So those are my three things. I mean, I can definitely say I did not enjoy this movie at all. I mean, and I watched it twice for this because I just want to see if there's something I was missing.
Mm-mm.
If
Mm-mm.
it's not a very memorable movie in any kind of way. I mean,
there's stuff I will remember from this movie, but they're not good things. It's not anything that.
it won't ever stick with you. You won't think that, yeah, we need more of this.
Yeah, I'll remember Scarlet Witch was in that weird sci-fi movie where there was a test about having kids. The assessor was crazy and did weird stuff and manipulated the husband and cheating on the wife, which was really crazy. Which that was my favorite part when Mia just starts
so
laughing
stupid.
when she hears that they failed. He fucked her anyway, and she's just like, "Oh my gosh!" I kind of felt bad for her.
And again, when I say sci-fi written for women, Elizabeth Olsen's character is stronger than her husband's character because there's a fire that this assessor starts because she pretends for 6 of the 7 days she pretends to be a child,
Only part of the day.
a rotten child.
Yeah, a ridiculous, stupid
that
child.
makes no logical sense. And of course, that was her goal because she's supposed to fail these people because the government doesn't want to have more kids, but they're giving them the illusion that they're being assessed to have kids.
Yeah.
But it was just too much. It just went on and on and on.
And even to the point where they invited his mother over, his ex
scene was
over,
so stupid.
who was a lesbian now.
Yeah,
and then
she had the ugliest lesbian girlfriend too. Did you see her?
Yeah.
It was like,
and then her old boss that she left when she wanted to do her work that she had an affair with.
Yeah.
Which is where the other lady that lived forever was dating. So what a weird dinner.
It wasn't necessary in any kind of way.
Yeah, it was pretty much the government looking for every way possible to make these people look bad.
Why would the government even care?
They wouldn't.
What a lot of wasted resources
they
for that.
Wouldn't.
Huh?
You would not hire. See, that was my problem. The whole thing. So we're going to skip forward over here.
Oh,
so
God.
There's a reveal that no one has passed this assessment in 6 years because the government is just auto failing everyone because we don't know. Yeah, it would be nice if she said
they don't really.
They didn't have the resources for it, and they were kind of on the edge of
starving. Did they?
No, they didn't say nothing. She said they failed.
It's just an authoritarian dictatorship
because they don't want kids, and the only reason they keep the test around
is to give them false hope.
Is to give them false hope, which I was saying. I don't know how many people sign up for the test, but false hope is everyone failing and no one seeing a new kid for 6 years.
Yeah.
And so to me, none of that's smart. None of that is going to be helping, and let alone doing this to these people. Because now, if you think about it, because it ends with her running to the new old world.
Oh, God.
She's not going to do anything for the government anymore. She pieced out. So you guys aren't going to get food anymore. She was going to bring back vegetables. Like, you ruined her. And then this woman is completely unwatched, no supervision. She can just do whatever she wants. Her decision's final. For what? It makes no sense. The government will never give a single person full autonomy to do anything about being up their ass.
Yeah.
So it's just like none of it comes over, and it makes this really, it's kind of pretentious because it thinks it's doing this cool thing about should people be parents or not? Because in reality, most people are parents by mistake. Sorry about it. Most people are parents by mistake. You didn't wear a condom, or it broke, or some poor girl listened to some guy saying, he put one on, or whatever.
Yeah, please. Women love taking raw loads.
So, you get this. Even there's a part, so sometimes the movie's playing. So there's a part where they build the IKEA playpen. Because that's literally a part of the test. It's an IKEA playpen. And they're confused about
They
how
act
to
like it's
build
such a
it.
major thing too in
It's
this.
not. It's not. It doesn't
It's
matter.
just
Because she
tedious.
wants to live in there.
And we have to watch them.
And then the part where she gets in and she sits on the bed and she does this weird routine of like bouncing on it to see if it's adequate and then lied about it being springs in there. Like, it's just everything about it is
It's
so.
written to just create tension.
Yeah.
And you could tell it was written to create tension. It wasn't anything that actually created tension from the situation, but they had to write it in there and go, okay, well, what do we do with her next?
Yeah. Even Ariane
she's
said
going to pretend to drown. She's going to do this. And you're like, why? Oh, she's going to pee on Minnie Driver. And you're like, why?
Yeah.
Just because?
Just because. That's that
That's
can
your
be a kid.
idea of creating tension and you know, making, you know, ramping up the
doing weird
and
stuff.
it's not. That was it. Just doing weird stuff.
Oh, and then I need access to everything in your house. First off, you would never give a child access to everything in your house.
Yeah.
That's like if they had a gun closet and it's like, well, give me the code.
They did explain that part to say that they wanted children so bad that they were going to do everything and anything that this assessor wanted. But they're still two highly educated people, and when this stupid assessor creature starts doing her shenanigans, such as, well, I'm going to send on your dick at this point, you know, and you better do it because I'm assessing you.
Yeah, literally blackmailing him.
And they already established that he's in love with Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
So there's no reason he would go, no, I'm not going to do this. Why would I do this?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. If this is an assessment and you're telling me to do that, it means I shouldn't be doing it. Not, well, I'm just going to lay here because, just for reasons. And the thing is, it could have been good. Shorter, under 40 minutes, tighter, less stupidity. It could have been a decent, you know, episode of something.
Yeah.
But it's not. Not at all.
Yeah. I feel as though of this world, this particular part of the world to focus on is the absolute dumbest thing you could have possibly focused on. I don't care that much about, look, I understand that there's families and people are constantly trying to juggle what love means and trying to see it portrayed on media. This is freaking stupid. This is one of the dumbest things in this entire world they could have focused on was this woman's stupid, shitty ass job that doesn't pay her. Bitch lives in a fucking studio apartment. How are you a government employee?
Not even a nice one.
You live like in a dump.
What would be your point? She was doing it because evidently the assessor, her backstory is she had a child that drowned when she was 8.
Yeah.
And so she had become an assessor because what they do is if you're good enough, eventually they give you a child.
Which, by the way, the government's already lying to everyone else.
I know. And she literally says, yeah, the government's not giving out children anymore.
And
so why are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah. And again, to the original point, is that in situations like that, where even dystopian ones, where you're going to make children for people, you're going to use your smartest and your brightest, which happens to be the 2 scientists, which means they're never going to give this woman who hasn't done anything other than play, make, pretend, and be hated by people, which she hates herself to the point she kills herself later when she realizes she doesn't want to do this anymore to this other couple because all you're doing is hurting good people who just want kids the same way you want kids. It is a misrepresentation of family, love, and what it means to grieve for a child packaged into a pretentious, stupid story that does not highlight or focus on anything well.
Yeah.
It is a 1.
Well, focus on itself.
It's a 1.
Nasal gazing.
Jump into the end. It's a 1. I hate this
Even
stupid movie.
The ending's stupid because she. So after Elizabeth Olsen, you know, finds out that there's no kids being given out to people.
Yeah. And rightfully upset.
Her marriage has been destroyed.
She lost all her stuff.
Yeah. She decides she's going to go to the old world. So we go through this long, tedious scene of her getting orientation, getting some stuff, putting on a gas mask for some reason to walk outside finally. And it takes like 5 minutes for her to get outside to the old world. She
Yeah.
takes the gas mask off. So I'm like, well, why was the gas mask on to begin with? I guess gas in the tunnels that she went through.
Yeah.
And it doesn't show the old world. And you don't have to, but
No.
she starts crying. And then it ends. And you're
Yeah.
like,
She wanted
so
a human
it's
child that much.
either the end of her life or
It's
it's
the
the beginning.
It's the beginning.
And how cliched is that? I mean, we've seen that. We've
Yeah.
seen this ending in a million other things.
She got out of the train and there was snow and she saw a polar bear. Then
That would have made more sense. She saw a smoke monster on an island, and yeah, no, she
Yeah.
got lost for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then her husband, who, beta male, decides that he's going to continue in the same place that he was,
Mhm.
only make himself his own synthetic child, his own
Mhm.
AI child.
And AI girlfriend. He went full.
Yeah, there was.
He
Yeah,
went full
no, he
incel.
did. I
He went
remember because from
full
the
AI.
thing. Yeah.
He paid his subscription and made himself an AI girlfriend and an AI daughter. And yeah, because as
What?
far as he's concerned, the two women dumped him.
What do you
that he
think
liked.
the director and writer was trying to say with that?
That people reclude into fake things when they feel like they can't obtain the real one. Where his thing was to fake this important thing they both wanted now that he can't get the real thing, because now that he has officially failed the assessment. The first time he was doing it with the lesbian girl, who I guess is bisexual, because that's revealed at the dinner.
I don't know. She looked like a lesbian to me. She didn't look bisexual at all.
But they never went through the assessment because he bowed out. No, she bowed out.
She bowed out first.
Yeah.
No, before it began.
Before it began,
like, day
because
one.
he views it as her not seeing him as a good partner, which, I mean, to be fair,
It wasn't.
I mean, to be fair, he cheated. Anyway,
It was so
man, oh
It was so
man.
sad. When he cheated with the assessor, and the next day, when Elizabeth Olsen finds out, she goes, "You slept with our daughter?" Dude, this assessor's only been in your house for 7 days. You know she's not your daughter. Why would you say that?
Well,
No, you
well,
would not say that.
well,
As
no.
an adult, educated adult, you would go, "Oh my God, I can't believe that assessor tricked you into fucking putting your penis
Well,
in
the
her."
way she was seeing it is she was seeing it as that was a part of the test.
Yeah, but
And
you wouldn't
so
say our daughter. She would not have said that.
she would at that point the tables had turned, right? Because at first Virginia and Ariane were like father-daughter relationship up until the the manipulation fuck around scene. And then it kind of shifted where Mia became like just accepted this and that was like her daughter, and you know
It was stupid.
and then that was
Stupid movie.
and then that was up until that's the other thing that was freaking stupid. So everything's good. Everything's fine up until it's the last 2 days. Ariane's freaking out because this girl keeps trying to stay alone with him, and he's just waiting for the next time he's gonna get freaking molested.
It was so funny. His eyes are so funny because he's an eye actor.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, they're like, "Hey, what's wrong? Why are your eyes so big?" Why wouldn't you ask that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do something that you shouldn't have? I mean, you're like,
I mean, clearly,
you could tell that he was guilty.
yeah, something went down.
It was weird.
And so he's off, and she's like, "Look, there's only 2 more days. She'll be out of here soon, and it's good."
Yeah.
And then she's hearing from her room, and this is right before she climbed into their bed because she's having like a nightmare or some weird crap.
Oh my God, that was
And
so annoying.
it's like she heard that and then decided to up the ante. You're only supposed to be there for a week. You're already planning on failing these people from the beginning. What possessed you to do this?
I had no reason
Like,
whatsoever.
It was so you could have kept doing the kid thing. It was stupid, but then it's like, let me make it worse. Oh, let me break into his office with his important work for the government. I don't see that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know if the government would have been fine with you messing up his crap or
Yeah.
messing up her crap. I'm pretty sure you'd be fired if they found out you destroyed
cast out to the old world.
Yeah, she needs to be the first to go. It says she took herself out because it's stupid and she's freaking stupid. Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm done. This is a 1.
We're done.
This is a one.
I
I
would
can't.
agree.
This might be the movie I hate the most because I
Really?
hate. Oh yeah,
More than
because
a Violent Nature?
ooh, that's close. They're both together.
Yeah,
They're both
they
together.
both suck. Violent Nature's worse, just because of the graphic scenes of the pointless graphic scenes that mean
I'm
absolutely
sorry.
nothing.
That movie is
This,
for aficionados of gore.
yeah,
Did you not read?
whatever. I mean,
Oh,
Jesus, so
I'm
stupid.
sorry, Elizabeth Olsen.
See,
I,
nipples,
well, I mean, it's breezy. They
all the
live
way
by the
through.
beach.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
I've been to the beach. I cover my nipples because it gets chilly up there.
That's right. The wind, the
Yeah.
sea breeze hits them, and they perk up.
Oh my God, I give this a 1 2 because I will never watch this again, and I regret the time I spent on it for
It's
this
made me
episode.
so mad.
There are some reviews because I was going through and listening to them, and they're all positive out there for this.
No, no.
And here's the kicker: they all do say it feels like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
It is. And honestly, stuff like this, if creators want to do this, don't make them movies. Make them like 45-minute like short films because it's tighter. You can get through stuff quicker.
Oh, yeah.
And you can focus on better stuff. There's a lot more interesting. There's way more things we can talk about. We could talk about her trying to reproduce the food and what happened to the food and the cause of it. We can talk about what's happening in the old world and maybe there's like a rebellion from the old world
Why is the
wanting the new world.
government not allowing people to have kids?
That would be a great
How
answer.
are they able to live for, for hundreds of years? I mean, why are they even in this dome other than just telling us? We don't have answers to a lot of questions, and I don't really need them, but I need something to.
And
to
here's my other
ground this a
question.
little bit.
If everyone's living forever, because again, this whole world needs more because if everyone's living forever, that means if you had kids, your kids would also live forever. So you'd get to the point where there'd be 6 generations living like simultaneously.
I mean, does the drug stop you at a certain age?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I could see that happening.
I mean, what's her face was 153 years old, but did not have any kids because she seen kids only as a resource. And I was kind of on her, like I'm like, yeah, screw these kids.
This is a very small-minded movie. It's very small in its scope and small in its thought. There's nothing here that's original. There's nothing that makes you. I mean, the only
Elizabeth
emotion you
Olsen
get is
wanted
tedious.
children. It's Scarlet Witch.
It doesn't
it's Scarlet Witch
offer
all over again.
anything. I mean, it's just
No.
if you want a bland movie, this is
Yeah.
for you. I mean,
For instance, we could have did the same movie. The assessor didn't have to be there. She could be controlling some sort of weird, fake virtual world AI where she's constantly creating scenarios that they're in, and the technology is what they're kind of fighting, and that's really the assessment.
But you know-
AI regulated,
you know what made this better?
not existing.
No, Sean Connery in a bikini.
Is that really a bikini? He had a holster, a bullet, and he had like a little
You
like
can have a bikini and have a little strap like suspenders
and
coming up that he had.
poofs off the
There's
side.
a better
over his
movie
hips.
that does this almost this exact same thing called Zardoz, and it's not a better movie by any means. It's not a good movie, but it's an amazing movie, and it's about immortals and it's about them not having kids. They're not the same movie, but Zardoz does it better because Sean Connery runs around in a red bikini the entire time.
And everybody wants to do him.
Well, he gets to do everybody.
Yeah,
Stepping out of time.
through osmosis.
Anyway, that's off track. We're done. 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Beware,
can't
don't watch
stand
this.
it.
If you like this, tell us about why you liked it. What do you thought that this brought to the table of sci-fi, of thrillers, of anything? Did this give you anything new?
No. What I'll tell you.
Did it uplift you? Did it
No.
make you feel? Did you learn anything?
All this does
It
is
was
trigger
empty.
people around their ideas of kids and family. And that's all it does. And there are thousands upon thousands of movies that do better about babies and if you should have kids or not and what it means to be family. And
Well,
this was
a dystopian future. There's better movies than this.
this was no. No.
Yeah, no. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We're already 30 minutes into this. We apologize that we spent this long on this particular film.
Yeah. This review is still shorter than the film, so come watch this.
So it's merciful, you know. We're putting it out of its misery. You don't
That's
have to see anything. Just look at the poster and go. Nope, I'm not watching that sucker.
Yeah, drab and boring, and the girl in the top in the red is crazy, and that is all you need.
Yep, that's
but
it.
Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if there's a better movie. Again, we're always looking for good stuff. We'll take viewer recommendations.
I love dystopian movies. I love, future dystopian, Blade Runner-esque.
They're fun when they have something to say that's not another bad variation of the same stuff all the time.
It's about the emotions.
I don't even mind that
the
it's emotions.
I don't care. Stop it. You know what? If this is in a dystopian future, the emotions are secondary to survival.
Yeah. You want a good movie about children and the importance of children? Children of Men. Watch that.
That is actually it said that's one of the inspirations for this.
Lies. Because they got nothing proper
Clearly, they
from
never
that
watched
movie. They got not a single thing proper from that movie. If anything, they're not having any kids. So how is it about Children of Men? It's about the importance of...
You know what? Someone told them about Children of Men. They never watched it. And they thought, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. So that's their inspiration. They never watched it. They just heard about it. It's like looking over someone's shoulder. Yeah.
Guys, have a good one. Yeah. Don't watch this movie. Thank you again for your time. And let's get out of here.
Yep.
It's one.
All right. We're out of here. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I hated this movie. Stupid movie. And I'm glad you got your microphone on this time, because that way we could talk. Because on the end of the last one, I couldn't hear you at all. But, this would probably have been a better one if I couldn't hear you.
Why?
Because I don't think anyone's ever going to watch this movie. I think the only reason that it was watched, and I would like to look up numbers on these things, and I know they don't release them.
No, they don't tell you the real stuff either, yeah.
I think the only people who watch them are people that review this. Because I can't imagine someone going, Elizabeth Olsen, I'm going to watch this.
I don't know, maybe.
Do you think she has a following? I mean, it's been a couple of years.
Not that she has a following, but
5 years since WandaVision at this point.
So, well, let's think about it. If you turn on Hulu and this pops up, you're most likely going to be like, oh, that's Scarlet Witch. And then you're going to see what it is. Now, whether or not it grips you or it sounds interesting, that's a toss-up. But if everyone's comparing it to Black Mirror, then if you hear that or see that or think it seems like it, you might watch it.
Variety. So I have to look at it. Variety said it's smart, stripped-down sci-fi, strong and darkly amusing.
Stripped down? First off, it's nothing funny about a grown adult pretending to be a child.
Oh, God, she just went on forever in the most illogical child way. And I know that's what they were trying to do, but that's stupid.
Shit. Fuck.
Oh, my God.
Shit. Fuck.
All right, we're out of here. 3, 2, 1, and...